Let's see if you notice if it worked.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't see anything.
Did you try making a banner?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
That what it was?
Mm-hmm.
You just got to click on it. After you make it, you have to click on it, and it'll come up.
Oh, I have to hit show. What? Look
There
at that.
you go.
Hi,
There you go.
everybody. You learn
Okay.
things every day.
That's right. Learning new things. Hi, Jan. Hi, Linda. Anne. Lori. Bob. Welcome in, guys. Jennifer.
Yes.
What's going on, Heather? Anything going on with you?
Just been busy trying to get everything going. Hi, Anne.
Going in the garden?
Yeah, it's a lot.
I know. I already went through that phase. My back and neck were hurting during the time I was putting in my garden.
Yeah.
So,
right? So just kind of trying to just go through all the things, some stuff that needs to be done in the house versus doing seeds versus digging and working on other projects and stuff like that outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. So I'm staying busy. So that's important.
It's kind of like not great time to be outside. It's like I can work a little bit in the morning, like right after when I get up and right after I feed the chickens, I'll work for a little while. And then it starts to get really hot.
Yeah.
And then right in the evening, right before dark, it gets like lots and lots of mosquitoes.
Ooh.
So I just like hurry up and water. There has been a couple of times I went outside with long leggings and a long sleeve shirt where all that's showing is my face. Because even tucking my socks into my leggings so that nothing bites me.
Yeah, right. You're
I
like,
mean,
no.
it looks like I'm getting set up for winter. But it's just horrible. It's getting a little bit better because it's not been raining as much lately as it was. But I feel like the mosquitoes got worse because of the rain.
Jennifer, that's funny. So
support your music career.
When I went to go do my grocery shopping video at the grocery store, and I recorded it because I always turn the music on loud in the car, and when it's some good music, I'm singing. Oh no. So I recorded it and I sent it to some friends, and I also sent to Jennifer a few recordings of me being nuts singing.
Yeah. I sing in the car all the time.
Yeah, I do too. And then I think it's like good, and I listen to it back and I'm like, no.
One time I was doing Marco Polo. Is that what it's called? You know, that program where you talk back and forth to each other, Marco.
Yeah, Marco Polo, I think.
Yeah, Marco something.
I did it a long time ago.
We hadn't done it lately. I think since I got my new phone, I don't have it anymore. And now it's trying to make you charge for it. But anyway, somehow I left it laying down and I was singing to myself and Jan heard it. She's like, "Oh, nice voice."
I know. I just, I would do more of that.
All the time. It's common. I sing to myself in the car sometimes. It's pretty common.
I'd probably do more of it on my channel, but I don't want to get in trouble. It's really hard to contain myself. So
learned for the copyright thing, so we could do more singing stuff. Everybody was worried about doing the singing collaboration at Christmas, but number one, if you're not monetized, then the copyright's not really going to bother you. And if you are monetized, just leave your just leave your monetization button off. So if you're doing a music video, you're going to sing, you just leave it off.
Well, you could get more people. I should ask, oh my gosh, my mind blanked out what her name is, Steph, how she does it, because she sings mostly on her channel.
Yeah.
I should ask her.
I think they just get not strikes, but copyright claims on their video, I think. Because that's what the Vineyard chick said. They just,
that's interesting.
I don't know if it's different now. I don't know. Anyway, but that's what they said they do. They don't worry about it. They just, I guess.
Yeah, I used to play that. Marco Polo.
Yeah, like in the pool.
Yeah. How many people didn't peek with their eyes after so long of not being able to find the person? I feel like my skills now would be better at keeping my eyes closed and knowing where they were versus back when I was like in middle school or whatever. Like, I feel like I'm more in tune to things now. I don't know why. Maybe because my brain was slow. Anyway, so Gail, we're going to talk about some different things and just kind of catch up with everybody. Hi, Carol. But Gail and I were talking about some game that we thought we might introduce to you all, but we wanted to get your opinion. So Gail, would you kind of explain what the game is and all the things?
So there's a game called Kahoot where you would it would be like a game, and we would ask a question and there would be 4 answers, and basically you pick your answer by the color. It's like blue, green, yellow, red, or something like that. And you would download the app on your phone, or if you don't, because Jan's been in 9 Acres Family Farm does it. And we would make up questions, and we were planning on using it for this, like for health questions, but in a fun way,
Yeah, like things. So things about like herbs and exercise and foods and like all the healthier goals, Wednesday kind of stuff. So we want
fun.
Yeah, I think it would be fun. And so you would just download the app onto your phone or tablet or something, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
And then you guys can play along, and it keeps track of who like gets the most points. Is that?
Yeah, you can go in and put like a name. Could
just
be your channel name.
Really fun. So we're gonna let y'all vote 1 for yes and 2 for no.
Hi, Nancy. Can you pull up Bob's comment so I can read it? It's kind of tiny.
If I can figure out how to get it.
It's kind of long.
How do I scroll back up on the comment? Oh, I found it. The little thingy-majiggy. Come back. I'm trying.
I'm looking to see who's commenting more than just one line, and Bob and Jennifer are both commenting a couple of stuff. Getting old sucks. I'm finding out.
So put a 1 in chat if you would be interested in that. And put a 2 for no if that's something that you don't think. All I had to do is push the up and down arrow instead of moving the mouse on it.
Yeah, you could technically like play the game even if you're not in the app. Like your answers won't show, but you could still be putting the answers in the chat as we ask the questions. You could just say blue or whatever the answer is. If you don't want to download the app on your phone. I have it because I go in to 9 Acre Family Farm and play it with them occasionally.
So we just thought it would be another way for remembering and learning all the things, whether we already know it or we don't some people might not know some of the stuff. Some people
Without
might.
the yeah.
And just, kind of switch things up a little bit,
Yeah. And
every once in a while.
Purchasing the app, and it's about $48 for the year. And if I think maybe some people would like it, I might do that if you guys think you could come over here and
So we could, so you guys can guess in chat if we play the game. You don't have to download the app if you don't want to. Or, so what we'll do probably the first game is, first couple of times we do it, we would explain in detail, like how it's working, right?
yeah, usually
do it.
you would have if you were going to play it through the app and not just put your answer in the chat, which is also acceptable, you would download the app, right? And you can play it without money, okay? It'll try to ask you for money, but I am cheap, okay? And I've used it a bunch of times and I don't pay money for it. So now, but to set one up, it will cost money.
Yeah.
Unless you happen to be a teacher, like an educator, then you could actually get it for free. But I don't have those credentials. So I may consider purchasing it, but I wanted to know if people might be interested in playing it. No,
so anyways, so we just wanted to throw that out there and see what y'all felt about it. I'm going to show you a drawing that you will not understand. It makes sense to me. And this is a project that I'm going to do for the building collab. See? Is it pretty? That's it.
It looks complicated. It looks quite complicated compared to mine, which is very simple.
Well, I don't know if I'll have enough time in my video. I don't know. I'm going to have to do it really like little tiny pieces of it.
Yeah. Well, what I like to do is talk a little bit, then stop the camera, do the part that you need to speed up, and then stop, and then maybe talk a little bit at the end. That way, that middle section, you could just talk. I mean, just let it go like you're moving like this.
Yeah. It would be too repetitive to watch doing like the same exact thing forever and ever.
So just do pieces and then show the end result. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Or do the middle section of it. And then I know I'm going to make a secondary video aside from it for an art type thingy.
Are we supposed to guess from your diagram what it is?
Nope.
Oh.
I'll just surprise.
So that was a teaser?
That was a teaser.
How dare you? How dare you? So rude.
Okay, sorry.
Other collaborations that are coming out right now. Tammy with Mountain Grandma is doing a My Home Apothecary collab. You want to explain what that collaboration is in case anyone's interested?
Right. So if you're interested, you can email Tammy at Mountain Grandma. She's taking people down who's interested in doing My Home Apothecary, which would be stuff with herbs, like things that you make teas, or even showing like your apothecary or building apothecary or making tinctures or syrups, all that kind of stuff that circles around that. Yes, Anne, you should do that. So email Tammy at Mountain Grandma if you're interested. Yeah, home remedies, stuff like that. And she's very organized and detailed with her explanation of all that. So definitely email.
If you're not signed up for that, definitely try to sign up. It's going to be fun. I know I made something with plantain leaf. I think I did make tea, didn't I? With mine last year.
I think can't remember, but everybody who does one, it's always like really cool and amazing to learn, something from it that is beneficial. So actually, I've had videos in my head of videos for doing stuff. To answer your question, Jennifer.
We have a bunch of ideas. Sometimes and this is every YouTuber I know, we have about 1 million ideas, but not all of them end up getting videotaped. We have ideas, but then we have to figure out how to make it actually happen. Because sometimes our ideas are grander than our skills. I know, at least for me.
I wish I had somebody that could follow me around and video me throughout every day. Minus the times, of course, that I'm like mowing down on something or going to the bathroom, because sometimes I'm like, oh, shoot, I should have filmed that,
Yeah. I'm going to try to film some footage when I'm at the Ozark meetup for you guys that aren't coming.
I know. I'm going to be lonely and sad.
I have 3 of them books to rely on.
I think Jennifer and Lori
got a lot of herbs. You guys seem to have a lot of herbs growing. What would you say?
Lori and Anne and Jennifer will keep me company that week.
I'm sure there'll be some lives. I'll probably have a live the day I get there. And then like Friday night, I think all 3 of us are going to do a live together from the meetup.
Oh, can I go on the live with you at the meetup? Wouldn't that be funny?
It would.
People would be confused.
They would. They would be confused.
Yeah, Lori, we should make a plan one of these days.
If you go out and stand in the backyard, people could think you were really there, maybe.
Oh, cool.
Some trees in the background or something.
Yeah, yep. I want to put the GoPro on the dog or the cat.
I wanted to make some like trail cam videos.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
I'd like to get a trail cam that you can actually just, put the video out. Maybe go through it and see where the good stuff's happening, the animals, and maybe put out a short version of it.
I know. I have, my thing is how do I get it from there to my phone? That's my problem. Another collaboration is Luann's at Blackberry Rock Homestead. She's doing Make It May 25, and I'm not quite sure on the details on that, what Make It May 25 means.
I think it's make a recipe or make a craft. I believe it could be either of those.
Okay. So go check out her channel. Hi, Robin. For more information on that. Did you have other collaborations that you were going to mention?
Tina is doing a collaboration called Hot Diggity Dog. Now, all the spots are full in that collaboration. I know. She's laughing at the title. I think it's cute. I think that...
yeah, I like that idea.
You can go around and comment on the videos, and she's going to do either a comment picker or a hashtag. She's going to have a giveaway. Mm-hmm. And so that's definitely... look under the videos in the description. It'll tell you when the giveaway is.
Like in the Piedmont. Yeah.
For Tina's.
Right.
So there's, even though can't be in the collab still, there's still plenty of videos.
That is, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Blackberry Rock Homestead with Luann. She's doing it. Make It May 25. She has like a little short video in her playlist on it.
Yeah, if you go to her channel, she'll have a playlist.
Like 5 or so.
She usually always puts out a video explaining the collaboration. She's pretty good at doing that. So
right.
And also, there's you were going to tell. Sorry.
Go. No, go. That's funny. She's like, no, I'm not going. So me, myself, and that gal over there, Gail, we're having a collaboration in November that is going to be super fun. So we're going to be emailing a bunch of y'all. When are we going to be emailing?
Probably in October,
October, beginning of October. Yeah. So look for those emails. You'll be surprised. I think it'll be super fun.
Yep. Super secret collab in November.
Yep.
That'll be fun. There's a lot of collabs in November and December.
Yeah. And if anybody that don't email, it's not because you're not invited. It's maybe because we didn't know you'd be interested. So those people can email us if they're wanting to join.
Yeah.
If you have like friends or somebody you know.
If you do the specific activity that we're going to be doing, we'll probably invite you. But if you don't do that on your channel, then we wouldn't know you would be interested.
We got you curious.
I'm going to say it without saying it. I was just tiptoeing all around that, wasn't I?
Yeah. That's kind of like my drawing.
Yeah, your drawing is quite curious. I'm sure you'll tell me later. I expect a text later. So there's also the building collaboration that's going around in the homesteading community. Tammy with Mountain Grandma, Linda with Another Time, and Simply Jan Homestead, the famous Simply Jan Homestead. They're doing a building collaboration where you can build something for your house or your yard or your garden. Pretty much just, she just wants to see people building things. She wants to
show your skills.
It kind of feels like they want to empower women to build things, because I have no experience, but I did finally break down and decide to join. Though I will admit I'm probably going to have some help because I have no skills. So
you have skills,
but we have an idea. I have different skills.
I want to see that aha on your face on something during your project where you're like, oh yeah, I got this.
Yeah. Well, it was literally last summer when I first used the drill. And I filmed myself using the drill. I filmed myself doing all kinds of things on YouTube. The famous Simply Jan Homestead. Helping Lori.
Yeah. That's going to be super fun to see what, I mean, that's different and cool. So that's exciting. So we were just wanting to do, what do you call that? Not house chores. Whatever. Anyways, let's get to finding out where everybody's at. So how has everyone's week gone? Great.
I've done some days on my arm workouts.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like stretching, because like I feel like there's like a pain right here in my muscle. So I didn't really want to push it with weights, but I've been just kind of like, like I'm on the couch and I could feel it hurts right there. And I've just been kind of trying to stretch it out. But I don't know. Maybe I lifted some. I did have to help my husband lift a motor on the boat one day. So
maybe that tweaked it
a little bit. Could have, maybe, yeah. So
yeah. I know
I've been just stretching it out so far. Unfortunately, that's all I've been able to accomplish so far.
I think I pinched a nerve or something right in here. It's an injury that I did 2 years ago when I fell on a cement pad over by my chicken coop, and I had put my arms like this when I fell face first on this with all my weight. Boom. Well, my arm I couldn't use for like a month, and I never went to the doctor, and it hurt so bad for so long. And then what was it, like a few months back, I was going to a chiropractor, and they were, giving me exercises. But this week it's been hurting, so I haven't been doing the exercises this week, but I've been doing like trying to stretch it out, and it is feeling better. It's not better yet, but I didn't go as long as I should have because I didn't want my husband to spend the money. I'm like that. And so I probably should have went for a few more months longer to make it better. So I'm self-healing myself.
It's already warm here too. It's already pretty unbearable, really.
It's actually
It's like
raining.
the older I get, the more it's like, ugh. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
ugh, summer. Yuck.
Mhm.
Yuck, summer. So Lori had some seeds she wanted to give away tonight. Do you remember how to use the giveaway tool, Miss
Well,
Heather?
okay. I'm gonna
Nerves.
try.
I've been
Hey,
having a little bit of trouble with, I believe they call it sciatica, where it goes from your back down into your
oh
leg.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
A little bit in my left leg. Oh, it's awful.
Oh, that's not fun.
I'm like, no, I don't want to get old. What in the world?
How do I? Okay, so I have the giveaway tool up. Now what
Hit
do I do?
present
Where's that at? On the first page?
down below, right underneath the basement. There's a button that says present.
Can you hear that?
No.
Oh, good. My son is sharing. Okay, I don't see present. Oh, don't worry, I got this. Oh my gosh, he's loud. Did I
You
do
got
it?
this?
Do you see it?
Not yet.
Well, that's really kind of.
Did you hit present and then share screen?
I did right now. Did I do
Oh,
it?
no. Now it looks. Now we're looking good.
Okay, cool. So, what's the hashtag?
Chicken.
Chicken. Make sure I spell it right. I always start collecting comments, correct?
Yep.
And I can switch back to the main screen, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, you'll stay there.
Oh, I go back?
Okay. Well, I mean, I can see you right now, and I can see that. But you're not going to hit draw until you're ready to.
Right. That's why I was thinking I'll just come back so I can see everybody. Hi, Wanda.
I'm going to type in the seeds she wants to give away. Let's see if I can remember.
Liver seeds. Oh, just kidding. I was trying to think of something icky. Not that she would give away anything icky, but just to make everybody be like, what? So a friend of mine sent me a new tripod that has a little button that you can use to pause the camera. So I have to figure out how to do it. And it has another piece where it's supposed to follow you, which is interesting. So I have to learn how to use it. It's
bacon seeds. I don't have any bacon seeds. Well, maybe they do. I don't know.
I like seeds.
Okay, I wrote down wildflowers, Jersey devil tomatoes. I forgot the fancy name of the lettuce. But lettuce is also a choice. Let's see.
Let us be friends.
Let me look it up. I was trying to look at it and then remember what I was supposed to type.
Oh,
And
I have an FYI.
here we go. Little gem lettuce. There we go.
Little gem lettuce. Ooh.
She's got all these fancy names for lettuce.
I have a question for you, Penny.
Hi, Wanda Henry.
It's about the bottom of the picture that was sent. I'd like some more information on that, please. So I have some information if anybody has never had pigs before. Pigs really do fly. So when piglets are born and the piglets get in mom's way, sometimes she'll use her snout and it'll go, the little piglet.
Whoa!
But they do.
What?
They do it. They do that. It's like, move out of my space, kid.
Wow. Pigs look so cute. Pigs and ducks look so cute. And goats. Goats are cute too. I want all these animals, but there's no way I could have those in my backyard.
I love all the animals, but I overanalyze and I want to know that I know how to do the things to take care of them.
I know. Yeah, right now I have chickens.
Oh, I saw a video on that. Okay.
And a fish. Hello. Brook trout.
I'm wondering if I could use, instead of epoxy, hold on. I don't know where my glue is. Oh, here it is. I'm back. Penny, can I use this instead of epoxy? I have epoxy, but I'd rather
6,000. I have that. I use it for crafts.
So I have an idea of a multi thing of that, what we're talking about. Confusing everybody with all these like things. There's so many things.
So I have a whole craft room full of things. Now we must use
I love it. Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
Does this mean you like it?
I love it. I love it.
Interesting. I have no idea what you are talking about. That's okay. I don't have to know everything.
It'll be videoed, I promise.
Okay, cool.
I have like a design feature that I need to add to this thing, but you guys will love it. You love it. You love it. So, are we wanting to do the drawing for the seeds?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Whoa, look at those names. They're so big. That's cool. Being on this side. Who is it? Jan! Jan's a winner.
Jan, let me know what you choose. It's lettuce, tomatoes, or wildflowers.
Look
Little
at
lettuce.
Pretty.
Jersey Devil, tomato, or wildflowers. Those are your choices.
It's really pretty. I like
the way it goes.
Oh, and I wanted to, because I haven't really announced it, but I don't know if I said anything. I don't know. I just want to make sure that I thank all of you guys that are in here for helping me get to my 3K. I appreciate you. Yes. So I just made it last week. I can't remember what day, to the 3K. So I'm carefully watching it every day. I'm hoping it doesn't roll backwards. I'm so nervous because for the last year, all my hours have been going whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it will now. I think it'll just go up, but
Yeah, I'm nervous. I don't
want to promise that.
I know.
But yeah, Thank you, Lori and Bob, for donating a prize for tonight. That's really cool of you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Very, very nice. And Lori, if you want to think of something you want to do on a live, something you want to talk about, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
I know you probably have some dietary things that you are also trying to keep track of. So if you want to come up as a guest sometime, we can have you. I think that's what Heather's trying to say.
Lori says she needs Jan's address.
Jan's address.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get it to you. I get it to you. I love my ducks. Yeah. Ducks look like they would be so much fun.
Hi, Adrian. Are you officially on summer break? I just saw a short saying it's the last day of school. She's driving.
Yay! I worked at a school for a long time, and boy, did I love my summers.
Like if you made decent enough money working at a school, I mean, a private school, you get paid a little bit more, but if you made decent enough money, I would be so excited about that schedule.
What it is they pay you enough that in the summer you also get paid. So that way you're getting paid year round. So the 3 months you're not working, you're still getting paid. So it's prorated over all that time so that you get the same amount. Yeah. And I was a para, but they also do that for the teachers and all the other staff, cafeteria, janitors, everybody gets the same thing.
Are we doing it? Oh, I can get rid of that now, correct? Ooh, look at that. It's like magic.
Yeah. Magic.
Yeah. So, yeah. So how are you guys doing with your 30-day challenge? Did we name the challenge? I don't think we named it.
No, because it was like
a 30-day HGW challenge thing.
Yeah. Since everybody was doing kind of a different challenge.
I'm still doing shoveling, lots of shoveling. I'm moving dirt in my secret garden, so I get that. Walking around the orchard and everywhere and stuff like that.
Good.
Actually, I need to start walking around the whole place and checking on cows because we should be having babies end of the month, sometime in June.
Baby cows? Oh,
that's little moo-moos.
I love that time of the year when you guys are having baby goats and baby cows and baby this.
I want little baby goats
and all the little chicks in the incubators and stuff. I want to do that, but I know I'll be addicted to it, so I don't need to add any more mouths to this house to have to feed. So we'll stick with our 13 chickens that we have for now.
What would happen if you got sent to incubator?
You'd be like Kathleen with the sewing machine. Just appears on my front porch. What? Yeah, people like surprising me with things, bringing me challenges. I still haven't made any candles. Somebody sent me candle wicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe in the fall.
Yeah, you will.
I got to try it because, I got to try everything. So
I need to go garage sailing and thrift store shopping for little. I don't have anything. Hold one moment.
I wonder Linda, who are you having on as a guest tonight? Let me look, see if I can figure it out. So Linda will be going live at 8:00 with, let's see who Linda has on.
It's Ginger.
It's Ginger. Oh, Ginger from Not for Nothing Homestead is going to be on her channel. Oh, those
little
are cute.
like that to make the candle.
At 8:00.
So if you
Awesome.
can find these at garage sales for free or like a quarter or whatever.
Yeah, now would be a good time now that you're off to spend time with
Yeah,
them.
that's why I was like, yeah, I
I
really
don't
need
know
to.
if there's a season, but I remember Adrian used to have some rabbits and something happened tragically and she hasn't had any since, which I understand. I
Yeah,
mean,
for me, I can't just pick up and go. I have to because I have to let the dogs out and feed the dogs and the chickens and the goats and the cows are easier because you just have to make sure their water's filled
mhm.
and give them well, they have to have hay, but I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a lot of work. I feel like if you had I would have to have a several different people taking care of.
Yeah, we're gonna have my stepdaughter and my new son-in-law are going to watch our animals. So the one who stays inside, which is Bright, we're going to leave him a big bowl of food and several
Still so
bottles
good.
of water. I mean, several bowls of water. So he'll be in here right by himself, which is okay for a cat. They can handle that. Then we're going to leave the rest of the cat food here in this room, in the utility room or the mud room, as some people would call it. The cat food and the chicken feed will be in there, and so they'll just have a key to the back gate and this door, and so they'll just go in there and be able to feed the animals. They'll water plants too, because
Oh
I
yeah.
do a lot of work in the garden. So also, I don't really want my plants to die as
I
well.
have one of those feeders, a grandpa's feeder, treadle feeder. I have one of those for my chickens, but I stopped putting it in there because my run was getting a lot of it gets a lot sometimes rain going in the sides of it when it's like winter or something. So next year we're gonna put thick clear plastic around it so it'll stay dry. Am I muted? Can you hear me?
Lori, I can hear you.
I'm not muted. Maybe it paused. Hopefully you can hear me.
Are you muted? Maybe she was just quiet for a minute. I know that's unusual. You can tell she's not muted now because she got. I got her tickled. I got her tickled. Hey, that's payback for when she said it to me. What, 2-3 weeks ago? I didn't forget.
Hello. There's
Hello.
this business call. Oh, hey, can I call you back? Okay, bye. It was my husband.
My mom always
Cell
laughs
phone.
at me because when we were sitting there waiting at the restaurant, we left church and went straight to my mom's town, which is an hour away. We got there and they said it was going to be an hour wait.
You.
We had to wait for our food. Literally, we were leaving the restaurant at 3:00. I'm like, I am so not making dinner. You're gonna have to just like have a snack later. I'm not even making dinner. This is gonna have to be lunch and dinner. I think we did have some kind of a snack a little bit later on, but
We went to the old spaghetti factory,
uh-huh.
which they don't have them everywhere. I forgot to grab a menu. It's kind of like a Italian like pizzeria, but it's really cool. They take like beautiful chandeliers from buildings and the old antique wood from buildings to create this, and they have like a trolley inside of it that you can like that has seating. So it's like kind of vintage, like with rugs and old chairs and stuff like that. It's really
Sounds neat.
cool. I wanted to stay, but everybody rushed me. They were crazy.
Oh, kind of
I
sounds
wanted
like
to
a
film.
spaghetti. That sounds like the spaghetti warehouse in Oklahoma City that I used to like. They had like old buses inside there and different stuff. But what I was saying is, as we were sitting down waiting for our food, I had my phone and my mom looked at me and I tried to, just focus on family, but we were just waiting forever. So I had to play with my phone. So I was sitting there and I was like, I'm looking at my phone, I'm messing around, I'm commenting and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I'm working. And
So,
she knew that meant I was YouTubing,
it's their 55th anniversary.
Oh,
And if
that's
you buy one of those Italian sodas, you get a free glass.
ooh, neat.
Thank you, Wanda.
Italian soda, that sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. So that was cool. And
I used to, when I was in Oklahoma City, there was this place called City Bites, right? And it was actually a sandwich shop, and they had these really good gourmet type cookies. Well, but they had this really cool atmosphere. There would be like things on the ceiling that looked like they were upside down, and just really weird, like
abstract
obscure items placed
right.
in weird places, And
Yeah.
it was a really cool place to go in. And I remember this. When you were in the bathroom at that restaurant called City Bites, there was like, you could see out, but people could not see in.
Oh, that's cool. I like
It
that.
was a really weird feeling to be in the middle of the restaurant. You could see out, but people can't see you. So it was kind of just a weird feeling like,
I kind
yeah.
of like that people walking by can't watch you eating your food. It's just, I don't know.
No, I mean in the bathroom. You're in the bathroom.
Oh.
You can see them.
Oh.
You're in the bathroom doing, picture this. You're in your bathroom. You're in the bathroom in a restaurant doing your business. The door is shut. No one can come in or see you, but you can see them. You
So
get my
what I do, and I wouldn't be able to handle it, but what you have to do is moon them. To see if it works.
Oh, my. Hi, Bushcraft family. How are you? So yeah, that was a weird feeling. There was some really cool restaurants when I lived there. There was also one we used to go eat at because when I lived in Oklahoma City, I worked at a mortgage company in the bankruptcy department. And we used to go to these really cool lunches. And one of our favorite places was called Charleston's. And they had the best baked potato soup I've ever had in my whole life. Oh, so good.
Yeah. I don't know.
Of the stress of the wait staff. Yeah. Oh my gosh. The stress at the wait staff with the restaurant. We went to Texas Roadhouse because my mom wanted a steak. And so I let her pick the restaurant, of course. And that's what she wanted, a steak. So we took her for steak.
I know. I have to agree with you, Adrian. My husband says I'm weird. I don't think I'm weird.
Yeah.
I don't like being around a bunch of, like, I don't mind some strangers, but like lots and lots and lots of strangers.
Yeah, I'm less happy in big crowds than I used to be. I used to be okay with it. I went to concerts and all these cool places, but I'm getting less comfortable with it now than I used to be comfortable with it. I'm beginning to be more of a homebody than I used to be, but I do still like traveling. But mostly what we do now, since we have the camper, is go and stay in the RV parks,
Yeah.
And they're usually on a lake, so you're like fishing and looking at the scenery. And it was really cool last year when we were at Pinecone Fest in Texas to just be on the lake and watch the sunrise and sunset every night and film it and take pictures. It was just so fun and relaxing to me.
Her car must be loaded down with all her end of school year stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Charles. I don't know, like,
people are strange. Yeah, they are.
I'm more like paying attention to like all the things that are going on and who's doing what.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable. Like, just,
I'm not paranoid, but I'm like, are you gonna wig out over there?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I sing up and down the aisles at stores and stuff. I don't care, but I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. You never know. You never know.
You never know.
We happen to live in a small town, so I'm not really nervous here about things.
I live in a small town, but unfortunately, the jail gets funded by Portland, so they house some of the people that they get there.
Hi, Echo.
Hi, Echo. And so then the families and stuff of those said persons move out from over there to be near.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bushcraft Family put out a video on some possible food shortages coming up.
Was
and
that
I thought we should start a collaboration about it. And I wondered if anyone had seen any food shortages in their town, any changes in prices, or any shelves that were empty or kind of shuffled around as if something were going on. There was suspicion that possibly, the tariffs would affect our food prices and availability of certain things. So I just want anyone, because there's so many people from different places here. So let me know what you guys think. Have y'all seen anything, witnessed anything?
So I did a grocery video on going to the store and looking at the prices. I don't go to the grocery store very often, so the prices, I was shocked. Like looking at the meat prices and stuff, I was like, whoa. Thank you, Anne. There was some empty spots and things like that a lot in the vegetable area, but I feel like that store hasn't ever recovered since 2020. None of the stores in my area, and I don't know if it's because of the area that we're in. I mean, they're a lot better than they were then, but they're still I don't know. Like, I don't think you need to have 5 to 7 cereal boxes lined out on you know what I'm saying? The same.
Yeah.
Like, okay, 1 or 2, but not like, All right, bye, Linda. We'll see ya. I don't know, but there was, some vegetables and some fruits and stuff like that were thin. The chicken was thin.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So I'll keep going back and
I'm going to keep kind of eyeing it. If I see anything start to appear, I will sneakily make a video on it. I haven't seen anything yet. Our store is in the middle of moving things around because we're having a remodel, right? So it's really hard to tell if anything's different right now. It seems like they're clearancing things.
Expensive.
But it kind of feels like they're just moving stuff around for the remodel. I won't be able to tell until the remodel is over if things look okay on the shelves or not, because there's not a normal right now. have reduced.
Yeah, when I was in Florida, I went to Publix and the prices looked the same as they are here. I'm in Northwest Oregon, so comparable was like the same.
Yeah, one thing I did notice recently was your unsweetened cocoa. The Great Value brand, which is the Walmart brand, used to be $1.72 for the little paper
Okay.
canister thing, which is now almost $5. From $1.72 to like $4.72, like literally $3 difference. That's pretty big increase.
Well, I'm nosy. I look like I think a lot of people at that time were looking in the stores and are like, "Oh, the shelves look fine." But did you look at the vinegar? Did you look behind the stuff? There may only be 3 things.
Definitely.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, vinegar is definitely an item you need to stock up on.
Yes.
After watching Bushcraft's family's video, it kind of brought attention to start to pay attention to the stock in my pantry right now. And so my mom occasionally gives me things, and I store them. Because she's older and she gets things from food banks and stuff, so she passes them down to me if it's not something she wants. So I tried to think really hard about, is this something I could store and have for later? But anyway, I purchased some sugar and some canned items just to kind of keep stocked up on things.
Right. So there is a 90-day pause on that with the country overseas. So the tariffs are paused for 90 days, but I wouldn't count on it. And, somebody could break the rules. Who knows? But if you truly do have 90 days, that's good opportunity if the prices were to start going up or reduce.
Which means it's not going to happen for another 3
months.
Huh. Interesting. So we still have a little more time.
But I mean, you can only imagine. I mean, there's a possibility that they could do something different and change that.
Oh, yes, I did remember what I wanted to talk about. I need to make that video that I was talking about on something that was announced at Walmart while I was there. I need to make
that's right.
I do. I want to make the video though before I talk about it. So I think I should probably make the video.
But yeah, it's good to.
But it is related to the subject that we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who breaks rules? Not me.
Yeah. Well, some people even would consider this conversation slightly political.
I think it's smart if you're, I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to stock up for the winter, just like grandma and grandpa, that's how you look at it. Oh, to check the price.
I was checking to see what my husband was trying to say. I was like, I know he's trying to say something. You had that look like, I'm trying to say something.
Mine just walked in the door too.
Oh, yeah. He's probably wondering, where's my dinner, woman?
Yeah. I made some homemade pasta last night. I'm going to cook it. I'm not sure I'm going to like the recipe I used. And so I have some leftover ground beef, and I wanted to do like a gravy and like a side of vegetables.
Yeah, sounds good.
It'll be quick for me to throw that together. And if I don't like the pasta, I'll just make some rice or some other pasta. So.
Yeah. I did one day. I made a really cool concoction. I call it concoction, where it's not a recipe. I just kind of throw the items together and see what happens. Yeah. I've even done that with cookies. I've made my own cookies from not a recipe. However, sometimes it works great, and other times not as great. So You just never know.
I took carne asada meat and I put cream cheese and I smeared cream cheese down the middle of it and I diced up jalapenos, tomatoes, bell peppers, and onions and I rolled it up like a carne asada roll type thing, and put it in marinade, and then put it on the barbecuer. It was fabulous.
I think that was good.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Heather said she made one week. She said she made Mexican food like 3 different times. I was
Oh
like,
my gosh! I'm like, okay, I gotta change it up, man. I do. I
would love that, man. I love that kind of food. You know?
I do. I'm always making
enchiladas, tacos, taco salad. Yeah, I could have a big old plate of I could have any of that. I mean, I love that stuff. Chimichanga.
I like that song.
Chimichanga, is that a song? Make goulash like that. Yeah.
You know, like what Tamara's comment is, there's a song. Tell me about the yeah.
Yep. That's one of the songs I'm going to sing at the meetup, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I made nachos the other night.
Oh.
And I just did ground beef. That's why I have extra ground beef.
And I made that comment about the song. Tell me about the good old days. That's one of the songs I was planning to sing at the meetup.
Really? I like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
If she's talking about the song, I think she's talking about the guts.
Okay, you want to know what kind of songs I like? Singing is like Mariah Carey type stuff.
I like Mariah Carey. I like everything.
Or like Whitney Houston.
I like Whitney Houston. Yeah.
I have a very loud voice when I want to.
Power. You like power ballads. Yeah. I like Mariah Carey. She's really talented. I don't hear anything recent, but I have some.
Have you ever seen the movie 13 Going on 30?
Yes.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. Yep. I liked that movie. That was a good
movie. There was a Judd movie, and I can't remember what it was called. One of the daughters was in it, where she was pregnant. No, there was a girl that was pregnant, and her boyfriend was, a really cool guy. Dropped her off at the Walmart, and she ended up getting taken in by one of the Judd gals or something, or it was her friend or something. And she went into labor before she got taken in. She was living out of the Walmart. Anyways, it was a good movie.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. It's called where she worked at she ended up working at the Walmart.
Yeah.
She almost had her baby on aisle 5, but she had to pull over to the other one.
Yes, where the heart is.
Where the heart is. That's it. That is a good movie. I love that movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. No, Juno's a different one. Really? No, Where the Heart Is. Yeah. I mean, I've never been in that situation, but I kind of empathized with her in several ways.
Well, and she was so sweet because she took notes of every single thing and how much it cost because she was going to pay him back. She was not.
She wanted to be honest. She really wanted to be honest.
Alicia. Yes. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. I loved it seeing her that she got a house, and
and what was that? What was that movie that we were talking about earlier with the Married with Children lady?
Smart House.
Smart House. You guys need to watch that. It's from 1999. Is that what it said?
Yep. Katie
and you'll be like, holy smokes, it's happening.
I need to watch it. Hey, I want to watch Smart House.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can find it.
Yeah.
I have to
So 1999, but you guys will be like, wow, that stuff is happening now.
I wouldn't
So
mind
I'm
watching
going
where
to
the
the
heart
post
is.
office on
Actually.
Friday. I'm mailing Tamara and Shelly their earrings in case anybody asks.
Oh, awesome.
I don't
Earrings.
go to the
Cool.
post office very often. I'm sorry. But
Very
it'll
cool.
come. It will
I
come.
know Ariella Viking Venture is having a giveaway for her 25K. I don't think she has a date on it yet. We'll try to announce that either on Wednesday or Friday. When I find out, I'll let you guys know so you can turn on the notifications. I do know that Ariella wants to have me and Heather up on the panel with her for that giveaway. So be looking forward to that. And also probably if you're wanting to donate something to her giveaway, she'd probably be open to that as well.
Gail, we have a challenge. I challenge you to this.
Uh-oh.
So if we could find big old headphones, do the outfit, and walk down the aisle making a short like we're rocking out to some 90s stuff.
Like in a store?
I'll do it.
I have a video. It's a short on my channel where I dared my husband to push the little kids basket they have at the grocery store, some of them. I dared my husband to push the little kids basket through the store. And we weren't planning to get a lot of stuff, so he put our stuff into the basket.
Ginger.
And I have a short of my husband from like 2-3 years ago pushing the little kids basket through the store because I dared him to do it. Another time I dared him to put on my Santa Claus costume and go to Walmart. So he put it on and went to Walmart, and there were kids just like staring at him like he was a movie star.
Yeah.
Like, and there was a little girl like pulling on his jacket.
Aw, that's cute.
It was so cute. Oh man, I wish I could have filmed the kids' reactions because they were so adorable.
Okay, I want hot pink spandex, the shiny kind, and then like some like baby blue, like short 70s style, PE shorts.
Sweat brand.
No, I'm not doing the no.
Windbreaker, spandex pants, bathing suit over it with leg warmers.
You know how they used to do that? It's like, oh, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
The leg warmers, yes. I used to have when I was a kid earmuffs that looked like Cabbage Patch heads.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch heads. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah. Jennifer apparently likes seeing us humiliate ourselves.
Mm-hmm. It's entertaining. TV.
Yeah. So who found our costumes from a couple of weeks ago to be entertaining? Anybody like our costumes that we had on a couple of weeks ago? Cabbage Patch headphones. I did not have anything Cabbage Patch related.
I got
Cool.
my parents tried to get me a Cabbage Patch doll, and they took a trip to California.
Bob found it entertaining. We got a thumbs up.
Yay. They could not find a Cabbage Patch doll because they were sold out, so they bought me a California doll, which I still have.
Yeah.
And what did I name her? Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Yep. And then a few months later, I got a real Cabbage Patch doll, and her name is Stacy. And I still have her too. I'll have to figure out where in the heck they are.
Plastic radio. No. I did not have the Cabbage Patch anything at all, actually.
That's all I had was just those 2 and the
I did do like strawberry shortcake.
I still have my strawberry shortcake doll, but her hair's butchered.
Yeah, I like to give my dolls. Okay, y'all want to hear a funny? Who wants to hear a funny story about Gail when she was little?
Go.
If you
Do
want
it.
to know, put a 2 in the chat.
Did you poop yourself?
I'm not telling the story unless there's people that want to hear it.
Gail wants a number 2.
That's not why I said that, but okay. Sister still has her 4-foot Barbie. Oh, that's
I
funny.
remember those. Remember those,
Lori wants to know an
the
embarrassing story about Gail. Jennifer, Bob.
I was given by a family member this doll, and I don't know what she was called because she was played with by how old was I? Probably like 10 or 12, something like that. So the doll was and they were, like, in their 40s. It had a wind-up thing somewhere on its back, and you could pull its ponytail along and
Oh,
then
I had
twist
that.
it.
I had that. I had that. She had
Yeah,
the yeah, you can make her hair longer or shorter
she had
by her.
brown hair, I don't know what she was, like,
Oh,
some kind of a
I had a little blonde one. And she had like a jumpsuit. Mine had a jumpsuit on, I think.
this one was from the 50s
Mine
or
was
60s.
current for what, 80s? I guess it'd be the 80s. Yeah. Okay, so they want to hear my story. Okay, this is my story. So when I was younger, I don't know exactly how young I was, but my mother loves telling this story. So I have this doll, this baby doll named Shelly, and she had pretty blonde hair. Well, I got it in my mind that I wanted to give my doll a haircut and myself. So the next day, my mom had a doctor's appointment for one of us kids. And I put a hat on to cover it up. But my older sister knew there was a reason why I put a hat on because back then I didn't wear hats much. So she knew I was up to something. So eventually, my older sister Gretchen convinced her to take my hat off. And when she did, I had hair up here and way down here of lengths where I had cut my hair. And my mom had to go to a doctor's appointment. She had to leave with all these kids. I don't know how many she had then, but at least probably 3. So she went in and kind of trimmed it to look normal, and she probably put the hat back on, I'm guessing. Now they didn't find the baby doll until later. I guess I wanted to hide the evidence. So I hid my baby doll Shelly in the water heater closet. So when they finally found Shelly, or I went back for her or whatever, I don't remember all the details, but Shelly had this like burn spot on the side of her head. Her hair was cut something terrible, but I still loved my baby doll, even though I had ruined her. But yeah, that's the embarrassing story my mother likes to tell. I cut my hair and my baby doll's hair. Yeah.
Was it just before picture day?
No. But one time I was sticking up for my friend Jenny that was younger than me because a boy was trying to pick on her at the bus stop. And I went to stick up for her, and the little boy decided to clobber me in the lip. And that was on picture day. Yeah.
Both of my daughters cut their hair in kindergarten just before picture day, and it was like sprouts. So I was able to like pull hair kind of over.
So you know what my mother was going through, don't you? See what I did?
I
Not
started
even
cutting my hair when I was in 5th grade, but it wasn't like that.
it wasn't terribly like me. I mean, I've cut back when I had bangs. I had cut my bangs before.
Ginger's
Yeah.
asking you a question. I'm not
Uh-oh.
no, I have no idea. It's a secret.
Okay. I will get with you on that. I will get with you on that. I have an idea.
So
Yeah.
my plan for Popsicle Head Heather is to have, once I get my craft room organized and do my lives and they're having a map and putting in, like not for nothing home. I'll probably put Ginger instead of her whole title, whatever shorter, probably everybody's name.
Shorter version of
Where,
each.
yeah, and put a little flag or something on the map so you can see where I went.
That gives me a really good idea of where I could send you next. Yeah, I got an idea. Got
And
a
if
couple ideas. If
I
you
like
would like
that
to be added to the list, email me or text me later.
for adventures with Popsicle Head Heather.
Go ahead, Heather. Yep. Yep. I love the expression on your face and that. I haven't seen it for a while, but that expression on your face and the
That's funny because that was a selfie that I did. It was a little Halloween corn hat that my son got. And me and my older daughter were being goofy, taking selfies, and I'm like, this is perfect. That's what I call it. Right, Gail?
crap room.
Yep. I try not to say it on here, I don't want to be offending no one, but that's what I call it.
Your crap room. I have two crap rooms. Right. One is a crappy craft room, and one
You know
is a
what I should do?
ministry room that is still not completely.
I should
Yeah,
have
but
Christmas
I'm going to work on it Monday again.
I should have Christmas cards made up with that picture and send them to everybody.
That would be funny.
So they're like, "Oh gosh,
Yeah, that would be funny. I'd love to see that. That would be
thought
funny.
I'd come visit for the holidays." I make a great refrigerator magnet.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Ooh. Well, I kind of have like lots of sewing
Three
rooms.
sewing rooms.
My dining room table, my actual sewing room. There's stuff in my bedroom.
Yeah, I have hours worth of work to do. Hours, days, probably days.
Yep, I
I
have a
think to
sewing
get
machine.
caught up on.
I want you to sew more this winter. You should just make a bag.
I need to go work with my mom.
Yeah.
Someone. I need to go.
Just
I
do
need to go get
super
some more
basic
lessons
things.
with my mom. That's what I need to do.
I should just show you how to make some really super basic things so you can see how easy it is.
I called it rec room. He called it. It was a rec. Yeah, it was a rec. Rec room. I like that. It makes it sound like you're gonna like do some sports activities in there when really it just refers to the fact that it's a wreck,
Or that you tripped over something, went flying.
Oh, yeah. Today I had lunch with my stepdaughter and I was trying to find shoes to wear. And as I'm doing that, I knocked the ironing board down on the floor, which had a clothes basket on top of it. So, and I didn't have time to deal with all that. So it's still there, right? So I still have to deal with that disaster because it happened right before I was supposed to leave. And then by the time I got back, I didn't really want to deal with it. And I had a couple of phone calls to make, and it's still there. However, I am probably going to have to go make some dinner.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually hungry. I'm starving. Starving.
Starving.
So keep remembering to do your 30-day challenges that you set for yourselves, drinking lots of liquids, because we're doing a lot more outside activities.
Yep. Keep yourself hydrated.
Keep on doing it.
Keep
doing
active.
it.
If it's too hot to walk outside, just do some chair exercises, some arm weights, or just do what I do when it's really cold. Just make a little track inside your
Yeah,
house.
if you guys want to go over and check out Bushcraft Families Live and go show some support.
Oh, that's why he left. He had his own live. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
And
cool.
don't forget to go to At Another Time with Linda, because she will be on in hour and 40 minutes. And she's going to be interviewing, who was it?
Ginger at Not for Nothing Homestead.
That'll be fun.
That'll be an interesting one. We'll have to go see if we can find out some tidbits of information.
Oh, good. I'm glad you had fun.
That'll be an interesting interview.
Oh, wow. Cool. Well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And we'll see you somewhere probably soon. Right?
Yep. Definitely.
Definitely we'll see you guys next Wednesday here. Well, on Gail's channel next week for HGW. So we'll have some interesting stuff. We'll see you then.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody. Good
Later.
night.